Anonymous for the Voiceless, and we do like talks on showing how animals are being, treated, how they're created. How do you guys feel when you look at the suffering and death of animals?
Not nice.
Are you guys against this? Do you think this is bad?
Of course.
Do you guys buy any animals like cows, pigs, chickens?
Not sure about that, but I eat more chicken than meat usually. So maybe once per week, maybe.
Well, so you buy it.
Yeah, sometime I buy it.
So you say you're against this cruelty, but you're supporting the industry. Would you agree?
Yes.
So if you don't want to support this industry, what can you guys do
Avoid to buy that.
to stop buying all these products, right? So
Maybe to buy only from company which have method that is less cruel.
well, I mean, even if it's less cruel, you're still taking a life unnecessarily, right? Do we need meat to survive, to be healthy?
I think this won't change if I will stop buy and if 100,000 people will stop to buy, this won't change. And I think it's bad because, for example, 82% of CO2 in the atmosphere is produced by intensive factories like this with animals. But honestly, I don't believe this will stop because big part of the population will stop to buy meat.
Well, a change starts small, right? But in England, veganism has rose like 300%, right? So the industry is changing. Like look at the dairy industry. There's more plant milks and stuff. But I mean, I'm talking to you. Just because something like murder, rape will never happen, does that give you? Is it okay if you do it because everyone else does it?
No, not of course.
Yeah. So yeah, this is injustice.
I already tried to do not buy meat because I also think it's not really healthy, red meat especially. Just really sometime I buy that, but okay, I will try to buy less.
Well,
I even agree with the fact that from research we know that meat is not good for our health, right? So since 2 years I'm eating less meat, but still sometimes it's like I need to eat at least once per month, because I don't know, maybe.
if you think you eat once per month, do you think you really need it? So.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's like every addiction is tough to explain. It's like when you see it and then you say, okay, maybe I will buy some meat because it's like a lot of time. I don't.
Kebab, for instance.
Well, of course, like you guys are raised probably eating meat just like me, But then you see what you're supporting, right? And so.
I saw already enough material on Facebook, for example, and so on. So I know really good what's.
But I think there are different solutions that can reconcile both. Like, because I know, for example, that there are a lot of companies that are trying to sell meat that is, let's say, made from animals who dies for natural decision, like not causes, but because, for example, they are going to be old and they are close to dead and they are still good to be eaten.
What about halal meat? They meat from Muslim people because they say, at least this is what I understood. This meat is produced from animals which are killed with full respect.
Well, I mean, they're just hung upside down, their throat is slit. So you can't really respect someone when you take everything they have, right? So I mean, and we're here to say like animals shouldn't be eaten no matter what, right? Because they're like us, they feel pain, they feel suffering.
Will you say also, will you talk about some truth about this war as well? Because I think you should, if you are part of Anonymous, for real.
Sorry, part of what?
If you are part of Anonymous, because this is the Mask of Anonymous group, you should talk also about the truth behind this war.
Oh no, not the anonymous hackers. Where this is
not about hackers. That's about activism. Anonymous. It's not only about hackers.
Yeah, but they are not anonymous.
we're anonymous for the voices. Yeah.
Because group of anonymous groups also meet like this in the squares and show, for example, things.
Yeah,
It's also activism,
Anyway, I mean, because if you were in the victim's place, if you were this pig that's being gas chambered, what would you say to someone that wants to kill you for meat? What would you say?
Honestly, I think that we humans are going soon to feel the same way.
What do you mean by that?
Because we are controlled, we are moved from a place to another, we do not decide anything about our lives anymore, so masses, like masses of pigs transported on the electric in the factories. We are the same, 300,000 people in the metro going from one place to another every day, It's,
Well, I mean,
they were not killed so bad, but
I mean, I think.
factory. We are also in a big factory.
Yeah, but we're not gassed to death, right?
Yes, right.
So, I mean, what's stopping you guys from stopping buying these products, stop abusing animals, and going vegan? What's stopping you?
Actually, nothing is stopping me. Just, as my friend said, maybe some kind of small addiction, but for sure not something which cannot be avoided.
So it's possible. It's possible.
Sure, sure, it's possible.
So I'll give you guys these flyers. These are videos how to
It's anonymous.
anonymous for the voiceless. Yeah. So this is all they need. I recommend Challenge 22. It's 22-day challenge. All your meals are vegan. You know, and once you do
Vegan or
that,
vegetarian?
vegan, vegan.
Vegan is hard. You know, I was vegetarian for some like 6 or 8 months, vegetarian, and it was even nice. I felt better, but not vegan. It's hard. I think that some vitamins are needed. For instance, from eggs, from fish.
I mean, there's a big study by the American Heart Association that all stages of life, veganism is healthy if you just plan it right, you know, just like any diet. So you get everything you need from a vegan diet.
But why every vegan person I meet look a bit sick? Too much slim, with no hair, falling hair, bad skin. I knew many vegan people.
I mean,
They have not the right diet.
I mean, I'm from the U.S. and a lot of people eat meat and they're obese, so I could say the same thing. You know, you have to look at the research. You know, because we here all are vegan. Do we look like our hair is falling out? That we have black teeth or anything like that?
Sorry, once again.
Do we look unhealthy?
I wouldn't say so.
Good answer. Yeah. So
How long are you vegan?
7 years.
Okay, so now I start to believe that we can be healthy being vegan.
By the way, I've seen Seaspiracy and it worked. So maybe I will see Cowspiracy.
Cowspiracy, Dominion. There's also about health. It's called Game Changers. It's about like how athletes go vegan and they actually improve their performance. So you can actually thrive on the vegan diet, right? There's no reason you should support this. And also dairy is really bad too. Like once a cow stops producing milk, it's killed. Male chicks, they're ground up alive because they're not needed to lay eggs. So it's still a lot of suffering. So there's no excuse. All right.
Yeah, compliments to you for trying to stop this kind of killing.
Thank you. All right, so you guys have a choice now to every time you go in a supermarket to think about what you're gonna buy.
We will.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye, guys.